Hello Virgos. All right, Virgos, this is going to be your video that's going to get you through the next week, right, up until I want to say the 19th/20th of October. So the previous reading, I feel like you may have had a family member that may have been in a pinch financially and may have been approached to be doing some kind of work that was for you. Nah, you didn't want your name attached to something, and so something for you, they could have been doing something behind your back that people could have been talking about. You're like, nah, I could think of some other things that you can do. If they need help with something else, you can help them with something else. Like, nah, right? So you're not judging them, you just will help them with something else, right? So let's get into this. Let's get right into this. Yeah, some people they want to be accepted into some kind of group or crowd or friendships or whatever. You're going to help your family members get out of that mess. Yeah, they could have been pulled into a lifestyle that would have really seemed like fast money at first, but they could have been pulled into something they wouldn't have been able to get out of, right? So, yeah, you did a good thing by helping a family member get out of something. And so that could have put him in a life of just danger for a long time. So good, and kudos for you. Could have been a son, a daughter, somebody, but I will accentuate the positives in myself and in others. Good for you, Virgos, for real. Good for you. Wherever Virgo is in your birth chart, good for you. Because a lot of our family members, when they feel like they're in a financial crunch, people will exploit, their demons. We see it all the time on shows like My 600-Pound Life. It's not necessarily the producers of the show. It's kind of like the people that's around them. If they feel like, okay, they have an eating problem or something like that, you always got somebody bringing pizza and stuff that's going, there's nothing funny when you have a loved one who, has a disability. They can't stop eating. And you got somebody there, you have to cut a hole in the wall just to get a person onto a gurney to get them to a hospital. There's nothing funny about that. Nothing funny, nothing cute about it, just to get them to the hospital, to help them lose weight. It's a lot going on there. And so people will exploit your disabilities. They will exploit that. So so in the previous video there, if you got family members who have sex addictions, food addictions, whatever the case may be, if you can do anything, and more people that are talking about that kind of stuff that's going to help people get out of it. Yeah, some people may be losing some money, but you're helping a loved one. You're helping a loved one. So somebody stopped something. You see those two cars that came out in reverse? Yeah, some people were waiting to pounce on something. There's a lot of people that's waiting to pounce on something. They're like, oh, no, not on their watch. So you're going to accentuate the positives in yourself and in others. Yeah. That's why my readings, I take it down to the lowest frequency. We're not here to bash anybody on my channel. Because there's too many people that got the same thing in common. So when you want to talk about your family members, why don't they just get a job? They need to do better. Some people are really trying their absolute best. But when they go out here in this world and people are telling them they're lazy, they're shiftless, they're around these so-called friends and who are just misery loves company. That's all I can say. So let's hop into this reading. Let's get some more good news. A lot of you all a lot of people inspire their loved ones, but some of their friends just want to see them be miserable. They got to have somebody around them. A lot of your family members and friends actually inspire their friends, but because their friends want somebody to feel lower than they do, they look at your family and friends as somebody they can pull down to a lower frequency. That's why you don't want to. That's why, y'all know, peer pressure. That can be tough for some people. So here we go, the Fool card, right? They're looking for somebody to be a fool, right? So you left all that mess behind. Somehow you could have gone into the military. You could have said, hey, I'm getting away from a bunch of people. I'm getting away from all the noise. Maybe you're a hermit, right? Somehow you got away from all the noise, so you didn't succumb to something. And some people, they succumb to it because they feel like they need to be around friends. So you're inspiring people to get away from all of that foolishness, right? Yeah, and some people feel like they're chained to the devil. Yeah, they chained to lust. They're chained to fear. They're chained to some kind of restriction. They chained to something, right? And so somebody may think that you are a fool. Something having to do with a pet. You could have a pet, whether it's a dog, a horse, a cow, a iguana, goldfish, or whatever. So somebody could think, you know, that you're a fool, or that you, when it comes to something having to do with a pet, right? And so you embody all of the water signs. So check your birth chart. You embody Pisces, Cancer, and Scorpio. So Scorpio is a death card. Pisces is a compassionate card. And Scorpio is the I desire card. Pisces is the I believe card. And then Cancer is the I feel card. It's the mother and the money sign. And so you embody all of this. And so you get when people are chained to their demons, right? And so somebody may be really, really sad. They may be crying because you picked up on something. Like you really, really picked up on something that somebody was really chained to their demons. Like it's like, you know, your compassion for someone's demons and not demonizing them and making them feel worse. They could have really, but that's why I'm trying to tell people is like, you could have put an end to something. This could be at the beginning of something, right? Because some people who thought you were, they may have said this person is a fool, right? This person is chained to lust. They'll never get over this lustful spirit. And here you come operating in a spirit of love. Wherever Virgo is in your birth chart, it doesn't necessarily have to be your sun or moon. It can be anywhere in your birth chart. Here you are being meticulous and not judging people. You're rising above judgment, right? Boots on the ground. This is Uranus, right? Uranus is retrograde right now. This is Uranus, right? And saying, hey, you're a person who may be marched to the beat of your own drum. This is Aquarius's ruling planet, right? And say, hey, listen, whereas everybody else is being cold-blooded towards this energy, I ain't gonna be cold-blooded towards this energy. Where everybody else is saying this energy is being rebellious, I'm not gonna be. I get it. I get it. I understand the desires. I get it. While everybody else is saying this person is a liar, I understand that. This person is trying their hardest to unchain themselves. People are ready to just pounce on something. They're ready to prey on this person's demons, right? And you're ready to pray for this energy. People standing behind this person, calling this person a liar for every little thing they say out of their mouth. No matter what they say, people saying this person is lying about this and lying about that. So something has come to light. Yeah, a message. Yeah, somebody wanted to send this young person a message. Somebody wanted to send this young person a message. So, but I'm seeing spirit guides. I'm seeing spirit guides. Somebody wanted to put this young person in a. Somebody wanted to put this young person in a lion's den. Yeah, somebody wanted to put this young person in a lion's den. They had this Leo in a situation who said, "Okay, you know what? I got your back in a situation." Chain this person to a devil, right? Chain this person to the devil, basically to see if this person, you know, devil would be lust, how a person would survive in a lion's den. So again, accentuating the positive in yourself and in others, right? Here's the Queen of Pentacles here, going down a rabbit's hole. Somebody is quite resourceful. Yeah, going down a rabbit's hole. 2, 4, 6. So somebody went down a rabbit's hole, quite resourceful. Went down a rabbit's hole. Someone who embodies all 3 water signs. Cancer, Pisces, Scorpio, who embodies all 3 water signs with spirit guides. Prayer warrior here. This could be you, it could be somebody else, whoever. Right? And sent a loud blaring message. Right? That something is a nightmare, right? You can go down a rabbit hole, right? You can go down a rabbit hole, and a resource is prayer, right? Source is your guide out of something. Source through prayer. A lot of people think that prayer is corny. But you don't have to be afraid, because the Creator, depending on what your belief is, the Creator created the devil. Right? The Creator created the devil. So somebody may have cried. Crying is not a sign of weakness, as I say in my readings all the time. Somebody may have cried, God, please, I want to end this. I don't want to be chained to something anymore. I don't want this. I don't want this on me anymore. I don't want this incubus or succubus spirit on me anymore. Right? Spirit guides will help you out of that. Right? Here's the star card. Right? The star card. Right? So a star card, there's hope for everyone. There is hope for everyone. Right? And that's why I teach the way that I teach. There's hope for everyone. And that's why I do not judge on my channel. And that's why I tell people on my channel, when we are in the place of judging everybody and telling everybody, oh yeah, oh, this person, there's no hope for this energy. You know, there's no hope for this energy. There's no hope for that energy. Some people thought two people were a fool, right? That they were chained to lust. They were chained to restrictions. They were chained to, they were chained to the devil, right? Chained to whatever. The spirit guide helped them out of something, right? Here we have the high priestess here. Yeah. The high priestess. This gift. Oh, somebody is definitely a high priestess. This is someone's calling in their lives. Somebody is a high priestess. This is their calling. So to hear some things that somebody is talking about is just heartbreaking to hear what people are talking about. But what's interesting when I hear this, when I look at this, is the heartbreak, the stuff that people are talking about, what people had to go through. Looking at this right here, is so many people have the same thing in common. Same thing in common. Somebody has the same thing in common as a Capricorn and an Aquarius. Because this is Aquarius, this is Capricorn. This is Aquarius' ruling planet. Somebody was really trying to make an Aquarius look like a fool. Aquarius and a Capricorn look like a fool by chaining them to the devil. But everything is fine. Everything is fine behind closed doors. So again, when somebody is talking about all the heartbreaking, deep disappointment, like I'm sharing with everybody on the channel here, is, people need to stop judging people. People need to stop judging people, thinking people are chained to the devil. They're obsessed with the devil. They're demonizing people. Like, stop doing that. Because like we say here in this card, everything is fine. People are watching things online. Like, people get ready to stop demonizing their loved ones. Because on my channel, I'm teaching people, hey, stay on the light side of things. It's better to teach people what to look for. What to look for instead of practicing dark magic. Some people really are out here practicing dark magic. They get mad at a loved one and want to start practicing dark magic. Right? So I'm seeing something happening really fast. Somebody's getting focused real fast. Somebody is getting focused really, really fast. Yeah, somebody's getting focused really fast. Yeah, but everything is fine. So somebody is getting clear-headed really fast, right? Yeah, but like I said in my readings, to go down to a lower frequency, to just kind of sort of help people to recognize, you know, people may have tried to chain you to some kind of a reputation about something, whoever you are, whether it's drinking or excess in food or whatever people try to chain you to. But you can do it. You can get up from this place of people talking about you behind your back, that you're a fool, that you can't do this, you can't move beyond divorce, you can't move beyond surgery, you can't move beyond. All them people, cut them off. Cut them off so you can get focused. Get this big old sword out right here and cut them off. Cut them off. And you'll be just fine. Cut them off. Because what I'm picking up on here, the reason why I see so much sword here, so many swords here, is because you do have a big heart. You do have a big heart, and you have been accentuating the positives in these people. And no matter how much positive you've been accentuating in these people, they still turn around and hurt you. Whoever you are, they still turn around and hurt you. So that you don't have to say anything hurtful about them, make sure when you're accentuating the positives in them, you make it permanent. Just go ahead and cut them off. So that way you can continue. You're making room for new loves and new energies in your life. New energies in your life. Send that spell work right back. Just send it back. So like I said in my readings, I'm going back down to a lower frequency. Come on, y'all. Get up. Get up. Let's come up to a higher frequency. So I feel like somebody has to make themselves very vulnerable to let people know, hey, listen, you're not the only person that's gone through some stuff. Come on back up to a higher frequency. You're not the only person. There's a lot of people that would make you think, Virgo, that you Mr. or Miss Perfect, trying to be Mr. or Miss Perfect. And it's a lot of people who have been in the same position. This is what you have in common with a lot of people, that people try to make you feel like you Mr. or Miss Perfect. Whoever you are, man or woman, doesn't really matter. And people can't wait to pounce on something just to send a message that, oh, look at this person, they flawed. They didn't do this. They lied about this. They lied about this. I know this and that about them. But so it's just trying to help you to see that you could have the biggest, kindest heart in the world, and have the best intentions, and people will still try to make you look like a fool. Yep. So here we have, but I feel like you mastered something. You mastered something. So don't let your creativity dry up. Take off the blindfolds. All of these restrictions are in your mind. Yep, make a decision so you can put the past behind you. Yeah, this right here connects us with Scorpio. Put the past behind you. Somebody's 5th house can be in Scorpio. Put the past behind you, so you can get ready to get structured and authoritative. Put the past behind you. Somebody has somebody's moon is in Scorpio. Moon is in Aries, right? Somebody's real cold-hearted. Yep. So somebody's been trying to keep you and somebody apart for a long time. And so I feel like you're going to feel fulfilled, right? But that is what I have for you. That is what I have for whoever you are. Whoever you are. People are always trying to make people who are at least trying to get it right. It's not that you're trying to be perfect. You're just trying to get it right. You're trying to get it right. You're trying to break generational cycles, chains, and curses. That's what this is. Tradition. You're trying to get it right. That's all it is. You're trying to get it right. You just want some steps. Steps 1 through 10. Like, let me try to get this right. I'm just trying to get it right. Trying to gain some clarity. Just trying to get it right. Right? So here we have sanctity. So through offering, even the most mundane problem can become a sacrament. Right? Can become a sacrament. Right? The problem comes when people try to make people feel like how they're doing something is wrong. Right, that's where the problem comes in. And somebody was chained to something, right? Chained to a particular belief system that if a person is crying, they must be lying about something. And what I tell people is sometimes it's the opposite. Like, you know, if you with some people are so gifted and talented, you're picking up on people's energy. You know, you can be picking up on somebody is actually, you're picking up on somebody's grief. You can be picking up on someone else's grief. You could be absorbing someone else's grief. Don't give yourselves a headache over something, right? Get focused. Get focused. Somebody misses you, right? There are signs all around you. Throat chakra cleanse. Somebody can practice vocal exercises. Somebody's a druid, malevolent, nocturnal spirit associated with nightmares. You have the gift of claircognizance, psychic knowledge about other people, and so you have the gift of clairaudience. You hear things very clearly. You hear what some people don't hear. And so here we have, so you're going to be leaving some people behind. Yeah, so back straight and walk away. You're walking away from something, but I see you relaxing. See you learning how to relax. Take your time to decide. Your bitter ex's lover wants you. Lord have mercy. Anyway, so yeah, somebody's a changeling. Yep. Your well of joy is within you. And so you're going to be praying and meditating more. Your ancestors have a message. Follow your heart. I see you following your heart. I see you journaling your journey and also adjusting your crown and doing a heart chakra cleanse, right? Their plan to disrupt your money backfired. Somebody planned to disrupt your money backfired. So I see you betting on yourself. See you learning how to bet on you. That is what I have for you. That is what I have for you. Hopefully this is helpful. And I will see you all in the next video. But this is going to take us to the 19th/the 20th. Like I said, last quarter moon. And again, this is where you're not hunted or haunted, you know, by your own demons. Remember, this moon is the hunter's moon, right? So you're not going to be enslaved by your own demons, right? Whoever you are. And let people make you feel like a fool because they feel like, okay, you have this lustful spirit, right? And so you're hunted or haunted by your own demons. So people are making you feel some kind of way, you know, by your past, or this person, you know, oh, you know, somebody saw you naked or in a vulnerable space. Like when I say naked, I don't mean like without clothes. Just they say they caught you very vulnerable and you're just, you know, haunted by that. So I see you praying and meditating, and like I said, if I can do anything on this channel to help people go down to a lower frequency, to recognize, hey, you got people out here doing all kinds of crazy stuff, trying to hurt people in some way, shape, form, or fashion, to help you to try to put some things behind you, to help you make a decision about some things that I don't really like. Even though this card right here is kind of like this, some of these restrictions are in your mind. But that is very real to some people. So I don't even really like saying that for this card, that certain things are in your mind, because it can dry up some people's creativity when you feel like with all this craziness what's going on in the world, you do have a partnership in business and or in love. And I don't want somebody to feel like they're being paranoid, you know, but you do got some people out here that's cold-blooded. They straight up cold-blooded. So you walking away from them and you thinking, okay, this person is not getting some kind of photos or images or video footage of you and putting it on the worldwide. I mean, it's craziness, right? So yeah, somebody has a moon in Aries, and if you even got to believe or think that somebody that you connected to would do something like that, you probably shouldn't even be friends with them, in a romantic relationship with them, connected to them in any way, shape. If you even think that they would do something like that, you should probably just end it. Even that's not you being paranoid. That's just you making some kind of a connection. Like, yeah, you maybe you regret something. Yeah, so somebody is moving on. You're moving on, or somebody is moving on, right? So that is what I have for you. Yeah, something has ended. Yeah, something has ended. Yep, something has ended. All right, bye.